Family, we're back. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. I want to introduce this video, Professor Black Truth, and he had a very strong and relatable opinion about a certain director in Hollywood. Um, I've said this after dude's like third or fourth movie with this same formula. It's redundant, very. It's kind of offensive, very stereotypical. And if anybody's a culture vulture, sorry, it's one of our own. Um, this situation where a darker type individual is just so mean and cruel and this and that, then a lighter type individual comes and saves the day and this and that, and yeah. How much more are we gonna take of this dude? Shout out to Professor Black Truth, and we're gonna talk about the controversy behind Tyler Perry. Let's go.
If you're already subscribed, check to make sure that YouTube hasn't unsubscribed you. And of course, be sure to give the video a like as well as share it on your. Don't do those, but it is asking black people to think, because that's what I do. You can be disgusted with Tyler Perry, Lord knows I am, but the one thing nobody can be is surprised with him. And yet there's some people who are sounding like they are. He's doing what he's always done. Trafficking in black stereotypes is a very lucrative and profitable business, and this guy has been one of the leaders in this dubious industry. And since there's absolutely nothing new about this, why are there some black people, mostly black women, who are angry at Tyler Perry for this latest movie, Strong? It's a big hit on Netflix. It debuted with a Rotten Tomatoes score of 73 from viewer reviews, so it's doing very well for him business-wise, and is reaching the audience that it's supposed to reach. There was this online campaign prior to the movie's debut, where there were some black women who I guess are tired of his constant portrayal of black women as being victims and not much else. Well, that's been his brand for decades now. The problem is Tyler Perry's become a billionaire precisely because of how he makes buffoons of black people.
Powerful, very powerful. I feel like this video should have more views than it has right now. Because that's very true. Dude has made billions off the backs of people, certain people. We don't know how much he truly gives back to the people, organizations or foundations or anything like that, but yet people run to go watch his movies. We always get caught up in talking about other people being culture vultures, when the whole time we just let our own slide through the cracks. So is it okay for us to exploit our culture, or is it okay for others to make it make sense?
None of the people complaining about him today were saying a word when he was running around in a dress. A ridiculous-looking black man in a dress is always a crowd pleaser with the white media. Nobody had a problem with that. And it's been black women who have fueled his media, or is it Medea empire? Now, this is something that needs to be addressed, because we can't talk about Tyler Perry as a case study in black people spending their money incorrectly without addressing some of the specifics, so I hope nobody has a knee-jerk reaction. Make excuses for putting money into the pockets of the Oprah Winfreys and Lee Daniels and the Issa Raes and the Tyler Perrys and the Agent DuVernays. This is what you get. Ordinarily, I would ask, how can you watch this crap and like it? But a better question would be, how can you watch this crap and like yourself? The people who love Tyler Perry's fare, these are individuals with deep-seated issues of self-loathing. And while you can complain about it, Tyler...
How can you like yourself? That's a very good point. Now, when you follow that same formula for every movie, it tends to give way to your viewpoint of a group of people. What makes it okay for him to depict this? What makes it okay for him to depict this and everybody just runs to go see the same story, different cast? I don't understand it. Every movie this dude does, you can count, if it's not Medea, even some of those, you got the darker evil and the lighter good, if you catch my drift. But How many more times can we just go run and go watch his movies with the same formula, just a different cast? And I'm kind of shocked that Taraji worked with dude again. I guess they must have made whatever wrong right. When you're making as much money as this dude is off of the backs of people, you shouldn't have any wrongs. But then again, when your formula is what it is, it's wrong in my eyes. Why don't he focus on the more happy households? Why is it just the drama that he thinks goes on? I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen like that. But it's not like that every time. And to really put that stereotype on a certain hue of person, come on, man. Make it make sense. Because what people don't understand is subconsciously they're being programmed to believe that darker is evil, lighter is better.
Perry is the beneficiary of an audience that wants to see dysfunctional behavior validated. It's sad, but it's also true. That's what drives the people who gobble up Tyler Perry's media manure like so many hogs at the slot trough. Clearly, there's no accounting for taste, and if you like the crap that comes from Tyler Perry or Oprah or Issa Rae, then you've acquired a taste for degeneracy. You have an appetite for garbage. And unfortunately, looking at how well the movie's doing for Netflix, these bottom feeders are not some fringe, passionate, ravenous minority. As a people, we've taken upon ourselves a number of bad habits and flaws that we simply cannot afford to hold on to. And yet a lot of us seem hell-bound and determined to do exactly that. With an audience as large as the one he has, that can't be true, not for everyone. Even here, I'm sure that there's more than a few who watch his content and consider it to be self-affirming or engrossing, or at the very least, a guilty pleasure. They know it's wrong, but they just want to keep watching. I'm not looking for anybody to give a confession. I'm just saying don't lie about it. White supremacy believes in taking both sides of the conversation, and tethers, bootleg shills, and sellouts worship white supremacy, and they take their cues from it, so they do the same thing, or at least they try. So many of Tyler Perry's audience told themselves that his movies and TV shows were empowering because they showed them depictions of black people, usually black women, in an allegedly starring role. But now some black women have finally begun to wonder if maybe, just maybe, he had been playing them the entire time.
Has he been playing them the entire time? Now, what good is a starring role if that starring role is like looked down upon in a sense? What good is a starring role if you're helping to push out certain thought processes or types of propaganda to the masses? You can't tell me nothing about this dude's work. You can't tell me nothing about it. I don't agree with it. I'm sick of the formula. I'm sick of seeing him in a dress. And like Kat said, he cannot act unless he's in a dress. Let me know where you're tapping in from. If you made it to this point, say I made it. I'm out. Peace.